Hi everyone, welcome back. I just thought I'd do a quick tutorial on how to use dialogue in your story. Since you are required to use it, you should know how to do it the right way. So the first thing you need to remember is that you need to start a new paragraph every time a different person speaks. So the example I use here is, "What are you doing here?" asked Tony. Then I'm going to go to the next line, start a new paragraph for my ghost to respond. "I've always been here," responded the ghost. Another thing you need to think about is how your character is speaking. It's boring and redundant and repetitive to use said every single time. So you need to think to yourself, well, did they ask something? Did they exclaim or reply or whisper or giggle or shout or stammer or anything else that you can really think of to be specific in how they are saying it? The last thing you need to remember is to leave out any boring or unnecessary dialogue. So here we have a conversation between a boy and a girl where he says, "Hello," said the boy. "Hi," replied the girl. "How are you?" asked the boy. "Fine," the girl responded. Now in your story, you don't really want to bore your readers by giving these plain, unnecessary conversations. So remember, you need to include dialogue that actually moves the plot forward. So I'm going to show you some different examples of what it might look like for you to have dialogue written in your story. So anytime I'm starting a new paragraph, I'm going to press Tab. That will indent my paragraph, showing the reader it's a new paragraph. I will press Shift and the quotation marks button, and that will pop up 2 quotation marks for me to start my quote. If I have somebody saying, "I want to leave," that's a statement that I will end with a comma. I will close my quotation marks. Note how I'm not putting any space between the word, the comma, and the quotation mark. I will put a space afterwards. Said the boy. Okay. Now, if someone is going to respond to that boy when he says he wants to leave, I'm going to press Enter, Tab to start a new paragraph. Now, I want to make sure that my spacing is double. So I'll go to the spacing, double, and when I press Enter, there's a little bit more of a space between the lines. So I'll do another quotation marks. "You have to stay," pleaded the girl. So now I have dialogue that's going back and forth between 2 different characters, and I'm showing that it's starting a new paragraph every time they speak. Now if I want to have them make an exclamation, again I'll press Enter, Tab, "But I can't stay here," exclamation mark. Now it's getting a little more exciting. But if I'm going to go on to who said it, I'm going to say, "The boy begged." So begged is another thing that I could use instead of said, because here he's really trying to get out of some sort of situation. I'm going to start a new paragraph if the girl's going to respond. The girl responded dryly, comma, space, quotation mark, "You're never leaving," period, quotation marks. So now in this last line, you'll see that I actually started with who said it and I ended with the quotation. If I'm ending with the quotation, I will not have a comma at the end of it. I will have a period, as you see here. Just like with the exclamation mark and the no capital afterwards, that would be the same if it were a question. "Why can't I leave?" asked the boy. Okay? So now, if I want to continue talking about what the boy is thinking or doing or feeling at the moment, and I'm still talking about him, I'm going to stay in the same paragraph. He was beginning to think he could never get out of the room. Even if he's going to keep speaking, as long as it's still the boy, I'll stay in the same paragraph. I need to go now. Now, if the girl's going to respond, I'll press Enter, Tab. This is where you'll stay, whispered the girl in a creepy, or how about with a creepy sneer? Ooh, this sounds like a scary situation. But if you're looking through this dialogue, you'll see a lot of different ways that you can include dialogue in your story. If you're going to have just a regular statement, you put a comma before you claim who says it, just like we have here. Or if you want to have an exclamation, you'll still have no capital afterwards. If you're going to put who says it first, you'll end the quotation in a period. If it's a question, again, no capitalization if you're claiming who said it. Okay? So hopefully this will help you with your dialogue. If you have any more questions, let me know.